Okay, let's go through this step by step and try and understand what's going on. So the first step is we need to separate the myeloid cancer data from the breast cancer data. And in order to do that, we use a Boolean filter. So what we want to say here is we want to get all the values where this particular column equals this particular value. So we want to get all the rows of the data frame where the oncotree lineage equals breast cancer, for example. So this is a very, very useful way of separating data, getting to the data you want, and you will use this kind of tricks a lot. So I've given you a few examples. So here, for example, we would have a data frame on a population of humans, and we say we just want the data for the humans that are older than 30. Or there's more fancy things that we can do. For example, we can use a string and contains method where we say, give me only the values where the gene name, the gene, each gene name uh, contains the string BRCA, for example. So these are a little bit more complicated. There's a lot of power in Pandas, and it takes a while to learn all of this stuff, but I just show you a few examples. You can also make this more complex and go really deep into the data by combining these booleans. So for example, we say here we want only values where the age column is all the data in the age columns are larger than 30, so people that are older than 30, and where the sex column is female. So only females that are older than 30 will be then the data for the females that are older than 30 will be collected. Or this will be with an AND logical operator. This this here is the OR logical operator. So we would say, give me data of the type A and data of the type B, but not of the type C. There's other things like don't give me data where the value is null, for example. So the not is here this tilde um, sign, for example. So in our case, to get back to our data now, we say we want data only where the oncotree lineage is either breast or another data set where it is myeloid. And in this way we can separate and then we can do our comparison. Um, there, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Pandas filtering is a core technique that you need to acquire slowly. And as usual, we have a notebook that goes through things step by step. Um, go through that. And also, I would really heavily recommend you are doing the DataCamp course on Pandas, which is very good. And in DataCamp, there's a lot of practice. This is something you need to acquire a skill here. You need to, you won't be, it's like learning how to drive a car. It after a while it feels natural, but the first steps are a bit like, oh, where am I? What am I doing? So just take your time. You've got all term to learn this. We're rushing this through now in the lectures, but don't forget we have a lot of time to practice this. So just use the practice time, go through it slowly. I'm just sort of introducing you to what we're doing, and then you will learn it with practice. That's the only way to learn this.